On Sundays, we go to church.
He's walking in the room. He's walking in the room. All hands lifted one last time. And I will not be silent. We serve. Angels bow before him. Heaven and earth adore him. What a mighty God he serves.
That something unjust has happened to me, that something that I value was not valued and it was burned up or taken away or destroyed. My own body maybe not a safe place anymore because of a chronic illness or a stress. So we get angry at a thing. And it's kind of the hardest form of forgiveness at all because you can't get your hands on it. And so the danger of situational forgiveness or unforgiveness is that in our desperation to have an object of forgiveness, when we can't control the circumstance, we usually choose God as the object. Well, why wouldn't God do this if God is in control? Where was he when?
I'm leaving church and I have no words. Except for sometimes we just need to shut up and listen. Since today is a meal prep day, let's have story time. So this morning, I decided to skip breakfast so that I could truly focus on God and what he had to say to me this day. And that was my request. Lord, what is your word for me today? Oftentimes, we're so busy praying that we don't take the time to listen. Since the focus of today's fast was obeying God, I was expecting some sort of clarity or direction around purpose and what God would have me to do next. So when I went to church and Dr. Anita Phillips said that her message was about forgiveness, naturally, I asked, well, God, what does that have to do with me? I feel like I have forgiven. I don't have any enemies in my life. There is nothing that I am holding on to. And after standing there in church, listening to the message and literally saying in my mind, Lord, what is the word for me? Dr. Anita Phillips says verbatim, the word today is stop fishing. You see, even though the message was about forgiveness, she talked about the different types of forgiveness. And when she got to situational forgiveness, she said that sometimes there is a situation or occurrence in our life that we need to forgive. There's no one person to place the blame on. And oftentimes when we can't control a situation, our default is to blame God. And I started to ruminate and say, well, God, you know I don't blame you for a situation. But he said, Tamia, you place the blame on yourself. You internalize and you start to ask, well, what is wrong with me? Oftentimes I would ask all of these questions. What is wrong with me? Why haven't I received? Why did I have to go through this thing? And God reminded me of a word that I received when he said to me, Tamia, I just want you to live. And herein was the message for me. Tamia, stop fishing, start releasing, because I just want you to live. Today, I got the freedom I needed.